Rivers of Confluence is an explosive, violent, seafaring tale. This episode's content warnings can be found in the episode description. Hello, and welcome to Rivers of Confluence, a loose Dungeons & Dragons roleplay podcast about 5 lost souls, each trying to find their place in the world of Awinor. I am Jay Keller, your Dungeon Master, and for this campaign with me I have...
Hi, I am Amanda Ranallo, and I play Myrna. She is an artificer who is a crafty small folk who is always dreaming up their next invention. And her fun fact for the day is that she started inventing at 2 years old and made a cookie jar opening stick. So that was her first ever invention. And it wasn't just a normal stick. It had
use it on people's cookie jars.
Breaking into houses.
Definitely. She was not very sneaky at 2 years old, but always about those cookies.
Hi, my name is Gabriel Montgomery, and I am playing Alistair Keep, aka the Gravekeeper. He is a seemingly morbid individual with his trusty shovel and his lantern at hand at all times. And a fun fact about Alistair, which is very important for today's episode, is that he has no idea what a brothel is. His best guess is that it is a place that serves soup.
That's awesome.
Sign me up for that soup. Hi, friends. My name is Jeremy Cox. I play Orpheus Hornraven, a half-elf druid on his quest for truth. Orpheus's fun fact of the day is when he was back at home, he also used to like messing around, playing loosely with gymnastic tricks. He's not that good at them, but he can rock a killer handstand. Other than that, don't ask him to be like the next Simone Biles because it won't happen.
Can't do a cartwheel, but can handstand for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, with one arm.
Yeah, they're like only on his left.
He can maybe do a cartwheel, but like those back handsprings, count them out.
Only on the right side, though.
Only on the right.
Hello. My name is Max Volpert, and I am playing Sable Driftthorn, a half-tiefling, half-sea elf barbarian, and a fearsome pirate braving the 7 seas. A fun fact about Sable is that she knows how to play the ocarina. She doesn't do it often.
Does she have one?
No, she doesn't. She does not have one, but she knows how to play it from her youth, and sometimes she thinks about it. Not quite fondly, but she thinks about it.
Would she like buy one if we came across it on our travels?
Probably not.
Just look at it dejectingly.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like a situation where it's like you were forced by your parents.
Yeah, like when like your parents like put you in piano lessons and you're like, I hate this. And they're like, but you have to learn how to play the piano. You know, it's like, she can do it, but it was never her passion.
And now Sable will never do that to her daughter.
Yes.
Yeah, breaking the cycle.
She will say, hey, ocarina.
I'm glad I wasn't the one making the joke.
Hey, I am Mitchell Maguire. I am playing Bonzo. Bonzo is a submissive, retired circus performer, and he's a shell of who he once was. But perhaps there's still some fight in him left, because he's a barbarian. Now, a fun fact about Bonzo is he accidentally caused the death of a monkey, and he felt no remorse.
Accidentally.
How is that an accident?
Yeah, so during his early days at the circus, he was a part of the chimp clown troupe. And as he was riding a unicycle, the cannon crew was loading a monkey into a cannon to be shot through a ring of fire across the arena and land onto a crash pad on the other side. Now, Bonzo lost control and crashed into the cannon crew. And as he crashed into him, the torchbearer lit the fuse of the cannon, but unfortunately the cannon was still pointing straight at the ground. The monkey died on impact, splattered everywhere, but Bonzo felt nothing.
And the crowd went wild.
They're like, yeah, blood sport. Yeah, that's a fun fact.
And then my NPC fact for today has to deal with Elgrid Ironmast. And that is Elgrid, when she was aboard the Duskbreaker, serving as the cook, found a stray cat while they were aboard like a local town and wanted to bring it aboard the ship. And the captain said no at the time, but conveniently afterwards, they stopped seeing rats and mice on the ship for the next couple months. She kind of snuck that cat on there without the captain's orders. So yeah, that's my NPC facts. Let's get on.
So she's insubordinate. That's what we need to learn. That she is not going to listen to us. All right.
Wait, is that cat on our ship now?
Yeah, that's my question. Did she bring the cat, or is the cat,
I don't know. I guess you'll have to look for it.
We'll have to look for mice.
Roll for a cat.
Yeah, roll for cat.
I cannot go forward. I must find this cat. I can't do anything else but
We're
think
looking
about
for
this
something
cat.
else. We're looking for something else right now.
It's not important anymore.
Amanda's coming through. Must find the cat.
Last session, you all traveled to Unvaldi, the capital of the Silsarian Empire, in pursuit of finding Sable's missing daughter. Along the way, you all spent some time with your new crew and witnessed the beginning of the empirical blockade of the Lockram Islands. You made it to Unvaldi, where your crew bought you safe harbor as you all snuck into the city. You made contact with Sable's informant from a past life, Sonny, of the Rat Guild, an underground crime organization in the Empire. He agreed to help you find Sable's daughter if you brought him payment from a lord's son that owed him that refused to pay up. He told you that the Lordling would be rather difficult to reach, however, he frequently visits a local brothel. And so we find you all outside said brothel. And from here, the brothel seems rather shabby from the outside, somewhat dilapidated. The exterior seems about to crumble as you approach, and the sign outside reads Sugar Plums.
It's in like magical, like a neon. Like,
Yeah, it's like in like calligraphy, like handwriting.
Dumbest name. I love it.
And from even out here, you can hear the sounds of laughter, music, and raucous merriment.
Is that what they call it?
All right, everyone, remember, focus up. We're looking for a child lord, not a child, but the child of a lordling with a ring of a crescent moon. So just check everybody's hands, okay? Everyone you come across, just check their hands and look for the ring. And if we find him, just grab him and we'll go from there.
okay.
Seems like a pretty popular brothel. Seems like there's a lot of people here. How do we know who we're looking for?
I just told you. I just told you.
Alistair,
Oh, yes.
listen.
Check everybody's hands. One of them, at least one of them, will be wearing a ring with a crescent moon. Are there any other questions?
Alistair raises his hand and then immediately lowers it.
that's if they're wearing anything at all.
Hopefully they don't take their rings off in the brothel. Aye, all right, in we go. Sable's going in.
And Bonzo's gonna follow after.
Heading inside is like entering another world. Warm lights shine upon beautiful red and gold walls decorated with lewd art and silks. To your left, you see private rooms, some of which are occupied, curtains drawn, and servers carrying drinks disappear into them. There's a performance being attended by tables of patrons all hooting and hollering. You see the performer, a slender man, gyrating on stage, playing to their rapt attention. Bartenders to your right move with practiced elegance behind a bar, pouring and serving drinks that then get dispersed into the crowd. But closest to you, behind the bar, is a woman, reading at a ledger. While all of the workers are clad in somewhat revealing clothes, hers at least feign at subtlety. Her corset is a sleek red and black covered in intricate designs. She wears glasses over wise eyes only slightly marked by age. Off to the side behind her, trying to stay awake, is one of the largest beings that you've ever seen. But you've met Maggie. And this sleepy giant is at least several feet smaller than her, but still larger than anyone else in the room. He's sitting on a large stool that's bending under his weight, and as you enter the brothel, what strikes you most is that you go largely unnoticed. All of the patrons are enraptured by either their drinks or the seductive figure that catches their eye from one brief moment to the next. However, that is not to say that you go entirely unnoticed. For as you walk in, one by one, the workers find the new arrivals through the crowd and mark your arrival without stopping what they're doing. Each glance lasts only a moment before fluttering away. The only one that doesn't look away is the woman behind the counter. She looks over her glasses at your group. Welcome in. Can I help you find something? Someone? Or are you looking for work? She looks at you, Bonzo. I might know some clients that like their men on the hairier side.
Oh no! Me not man! Me Boopa the Peppa! How dare you! Me not Harry!
Forgive me, forgive me.
Covers the hood up more. But yes, I could work. Any lordlings come in?
Not yet, but we're expecting one. Would you like to... Are you looking for employment here?
Yes, I am.
Absolutely.
Need a job.
Come, right this way. And she offers a hand to you.
Bonzo's gonna look like, I guess this is what we're doing.
She offers a hand to you. And she starts coming back behind the bar to join you on the other side. And she looks around at the rest of you and she goes, are the rest of you looking for work as well?
We're a package deal with Boopa.
Yes, they are my entourage.
That might fetch a good price around here.
We're together as a group.
This is the rest told them we were.
Not like a sex group.
You said we were a package deal. She asked if we wanted to work at the brothel.
I didn't think this through.
We only service lordlings.
Yes, I don't service common people.
Yes, I only have experience serving lordlings.
Of course, and do you have any recommendations?
I'm more of a chicken noodle guy myself.
She looks at you very curiously. She goes, I might be able to get you some chicken noodles if you'd like. But in the meantime, we should get you dressed and prepared. If you all would like to come with me, we can get you done up and dressed in the nicest liveries.
No. Boopa Peppa wears cloak. No change. Me like how me look. Sexier hidden.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. No. Okay. It was an @1, folks, but I can re-roll it.
He's got lucky.
Not great. Oh God. Persuasion. Where's persuasion? Charisma. That's gonna be a 6.
Oh, looks like Bonzo's going naked again.
Well, I'm sure some of your regulars back where you used to work might have enjoyed that. Here at the Sugar Plum, we like to keep things civil and nice and like to reveal little bits of ourselves. I think we could find something in your side.
No. Boopa the Peppa. Wear what Boopa the Peppa want. Bonzo, look at the Beppa, is gonna like show like Bonzo's teeth and snarl under the hood, so that's all she sees. I'm gonna try to intimidate this woman.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check.
Okay, guys, come on. Okay, that's better. Intimidation. That's gonna be 14.
As you bare your teeth at her, the woman kind of takes a short step back. And so you do intimidate her, but behind her, the slumbering giant slowly opens his eyes, and you hear the creaking of his chair as he begins to stand up. And each impact of his foot, as he gets closer and closer, seems to thud the floor and creak against the floorboards. And you hear the soft growling of his throat as he crosses around the bar and stands over top of you, probably about like 4 to 5 times your height, and he looks down at you. And he puts a heavy mitt of a hand on your shoulder. And the woman regains her composure and goes, "You come to me for work. You have to play by our rules."
Okay, me just being feisty. That's how me am. Like to be rough and tough. And Bonzo's gonna like try to get out of like his grasp.
He lets you go as you're kind of shifting tactics here. And she smiles, she goes, "Well, that might serve you well here, just as long as you remember there is order to this house. Now please, the rest of you, please follow me. We'll get you some new clothes and get you some makeup, and we'll get you prepared for this night's arrival."
Sable's gonna go up to the giant, be like,
Hey, can I see your hands?
He looks at you and presents both of his hands like palms up, and goes,
got any rings on?
he does not have any rings on them, but you can see that his hands are very scarred. And actually, as he's now awake and like closer to you guys, as he presents his hands to you and you investigate his hands, his gaze drifts over to Myrna, specifically like to your shoulder. And after he presents his hands to you, his hands kind of move over to Myrna, and with like one finger kind of outstretched, he kind of puts it right in front of Bert, and you can see his eyes kind of like lighten up a little bit with a almost like childlike curiosity, and his like long white elderly hair kind of flows over his shoulders as he just kind of like wiggles his finger in front of Wart.
So Myrna's gonna like take a look at Wart and go to tell Wart to go fly around and sit on his shoulder.
As Wart does, you can hear a kind of like rumbling giggle emerge from him. Roll a perception check.
Shit, that was loud. 14.
As his mouth kind of spreads into a grin, you're able to look inside and you can see the kind of stubbed markings of a severed tongue. You find that this giant is without a tongue and the ability to speak, and so Wart flies around him, and you can see as he's grinning up and smiling as he's following the path of Wart, and it lands on his shoulder, and his like small giggles start to turn into a roaring laughter, and you can see that the woman next to him starts to smile as well.
I'm gonna leave Wart with them. Also because I don't want my sweet Wart to see what I'm about to change into. So Wart's gonna stay with them.
Okay, and the woman goes, "All right, so if you don't mind, we'll get you all prepared. You can follow me."
Hey, prepared to see the Lordling, yes?
The Lordling?
Yes, we said we deal exclusively in Lordlings, and you said you were expecting one.
Well, let's slow down here. I don't know what you're capable of yet. We don't know if you...
I'm capable of a lot.
But only for Lordlings.
Yes, you've said that, but with no recommendations, with no other past working history, I have nothing other than your word. I need to know that you know how to present yourself, especially to a Lordling.
Aye, so true. When you be expecting him? When?
We are expecting a visitor tonight, but as you are still a curiosity to me, I think we should take it one step at a time.
Orpheus is going to walk up to her and he's going to offer out his hand for her. And he's going to say, "Of course, my lady." And he's going to take her hand and give it a slight kiss on the back of the hand and give her a little wink.
A
Little tongue in that
gentleman.
kiss.
There may be hope for you all yet. I like this one. The name's Eurissa, Madam Eurissa. Now please, come this way. And she starts leading you, Orpheus, by your hand. Kind of down further into the brothel, kind of towards where the performance is going on with all like the tables and the patrons, towards a door on the far side of the room that kind of leads into a back kind of like dressing room backstage area.
Orpheus is going to look back and be like, mouth, "Help."
Do the rest of you follow?
Entourage! Let's go! And Bonzo's gonna follow after.
I suppose
Orpheus.
we need to get into uniform.
I'm really just like a bodyguard. I don't need to change into anything.
Now he's part of the act. He is a part of the act.
Don't be so modest. Out of everyone here, you seem to have the best aptitude for grace and elegance.
Well, yes, thank you. And he's just like at a loss for words. He like blushes a little.
Yeah, and so she, Madame Eurissa leads you all into the back kind of dressing room area where you can see that there are just like racks of different clothes and outfits at different levels of revealingness, as well as different mirrors and stations that have a bunch of like makeup. There are different like wooden heads that hold wigs on top, and she leads you all in there and she goes, "All right, so I will give you some time to get dressed and get yourselves ready, and I will be back and we will work on how you present yourselves."
Okay.
And with that, she kind of goes back out the doors that she came in from and leaves you all alone in this dressing room.
What we do? Me can't dress in this. And he's gonna pick up the most like revealing thing and be like, "They know me, chimp."
You're the one who offered us up for employment.
No, I have to agree with Bonzo. These outfits are pretty revealing for a brothel.
Do you know what a brothel is, Alistair?
Yes, of course I know what a brothel is.
It's at this point that that a server enters the room and comes up to you, Alistair, and goes, "The madam said that you had requested this," and she hands you a bowl of chicken noodle soup and then leaves the dressing room.
Finally.
I wouldn't eat that.
Orpheus just smacks his hand against his face.
You smack the bowl into my face?
No,
I thought you meant my hand into my face.
I'm gonna look at Bonzo and I'm gonna go, "We can do this." I'm gonna pull a wig, a really big blonde wig, and put it near Bonzo. And then I'm gonna get a dress, but like I'm gonna try to get one that's like long sleeve and really long, and then stuff some tissues in the boobies, and then get some makeup going. I want to put Bonzo in full drag.
Me boobs look good.
And I'm gonna
Bonzo's gonna look at Sable and like give a tentative thumbs up, like, "Do I look good? Is this a good plan? Is this what you want?"
I don't know anymore. I'm gonna go start checking people's hands just in case.
Sable's not gonna change. Sable's gonna leave the room and start checking young men's hands in the brothel to see if any of them are wearing a ring in case he's already arrived.
I'm gonna stay in and I'm gonna dress Bonzo and Alistair if he will let me. I wanna dress up Alistair in a wig and a dress.
Guys, I'm a little less worried about Bonzo and a little more worried about myself.
I think you should be equally worried about both of you.
I don't know. I Alistair is going to prop his leg up on a chair and roll his pants sleeve up a little bit to reveal just complete bone on his calves. I'm going to need a little bit more than just tissues.
Orpheus's eyes are going to widen and be like, oh my God. And he's just going to walk out of the room, also not changing.
We can work with this, Alistair. We can work with this. We'll go into like the costume section, and is there like a nun costume or like a working girl costume or like something with pants?
Something with a trench coat.
So, as you're looking through the different articles of clothing, you see that a lot of the pants are typically shorter, quite shorter, but you do find that there are a good amount of like thigh-high boots.
Oh, yeah. Myrna's lost the plot. Okay. We get Alistair done up in some thigh highs.
Orpheus and Sable, you guys are going back out into like the...
Unchanged.
Yeah.
Okay. As you look outside, the man on stage is now like finishing up his act and kind of collecting the gold coins from around the stage. And the different audience members, they're all cheering and being merry. And so I want both of you guys to roll perception checks.
Oh, not 20.
Let's go.
Sable's locked in.
An 11.
So you're somewhat distracted, Orpheus, in this room.
That sounds right.
From what?
I'm very overwhelmed right now.
Everyone's got soup.
But Sable, as you are investigating the hands of all the different patrons in this room, you do discover that you do not find a ring with a crescent moon on it. But while you are investigating all the people in the room, you do see that Madame Eurissa is kind of whispering to different workers, and you can see as one by one the people that she talks to are carrying like linens and plates of kind of fancier foods and casks of wine upstairs further into the brothel. And they seem to be preparing for something. Not only that, preparing for, I'd say, like a larger group of people, but there's no way to know that.
Aye, he's coming. They're getting ready. He's coming tonight. All right.
She's gonna go grab Orpheus. Orpheus.
What?
Aye, he's coming. You see over there? You see?
Where?
They're over there. They're... Aye, focus up. They got linens and finery. They're taking it up to a room. I bet that's where they're gonna keep the Lordling. The one with the crescent moon on his ring.
Right. Let's go.
Aye. Where should we be in the room? Should we hide in the room when he comes in? We can jump out, nab him.
As long as it's out of her eyesight. Yes.
Aye, this is good. We can go hide in the room, and then when they bring in the rest of the party to service him, we'll all be in the room, and then we can surround him and get the item.
Orpheus's eyes are just widening with more and more horror than anyone's ever seen. Yeah, maybe I should just wait outside.
Aye, go hide in the room. Go hide in the room. I'll go tell the others.
I'm gonna watch Sable walk away and like slowly follow them up the stairs.
Okay. So you follow as a couple different workers carry different plates and linens up the stairs. They pass the second floor, and you can see that on the second floor there are just a bunch of different rooms, and they head towards the third floor. And the third floor, again, has more rooms, but these ones are spaced out a little bit more. Some of them are a little bit larger. And they go down the hall, and then they turn the corner, and then another corner. And at the last room on the end, they enter and start preparing the room. A worker starts making the way back down towards the first floor and bumps up against you and goes, "Oh, sorry, can we help you?"
No. I'm just here double checking, making sure everything is in place and ready for use.
Make a persuasion check.
Mod 21.
Let's go. I'm so nervous. That didn't seem like it was good.
So the worker's eyes kind of widen a little bit. Goes, "Oh, you work for the Lord.
Yes.
I haven't seen you before. Please, come in and see if it's all to the Lord's liking." And she kind of ushers you in, and you can see that this room is very lavish. There's a large, like, king-size bed with many different blankets. There's a hearth going already, and you can see that on, like, a kind of dining table in the room, there's already, like, a grand feast going on. And you can see that there are already several workers in here that are kind of getting ready and into place, either on couches or, like, on the bed, kind of getting into their different poses.
I'm going to let out a big,
And she goes, "Oh, is something wrong? We can still make changes if you'd like."
Orpheus composes himself. He puffs up his chest a little and takes a deep inhale, places his hands behind his back, and he's like, no, this exceptional work. He's going to love it.
And they kind of grin at that, goes, "Oh, that's great to hear. Now, have you talked to the Madame Urissa about payment yet?"
Not quite yet. I always feel it's best to discuss it with my lord after he's arrived.
When is he going to get here?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Isn't that always how it is? Those lords have no sense of time.
Absolutely right. We could be waiting all night, and he gets here at the last possible second.
And she nods at that, and you guys are kind of standing in the room together. And so, did he need anything?
Orpheus looks around the room and he's like, there are 4 employees at this beautiful establishment. You'll know them. One is abnormally tall, one abnormally short, and one very youthful. Another one, you may see her roaming around, potentially with a hat and horns. Bring them up here at your earliest convenience. My lord has asked for them specifically.
She kind of, like, furrows her eyebrows for a second, goes, "Oh, I don't know of anyone like that. Do you know if they're new?"
They are new.
Ah, okay. Then, yeah, I'll just talk to Madame Urissa, and we'll get them sent right upstairs.
He's gonna grab her shoulder real quick, gently, and be like, my lord has specifically requested them under the radar, and gives her a little wink.
Make a persuasion check, and I'll say with advantage.
Just because he's so handsome.
Well, mostly because of the Lord's stature.
You can roll again.
And take the high.
Tragically
That was a
handsome.
A 10.
It's with advantage.
She goes, "I would happily accommodate the Lord's wishes. However, this is still Urissa's house, and so all changes must be addressed with her. And I can assure you that we have many workers that are going to be set up here for the Lord's pleasure, and your friends can be some of them. But I'll just have to check with the Madame first."
Absolutely. I completely understand.
Now, is there any other changes that you'd like with the room?
No, I think it's perfect.
Fantastic. Then I believe that the Madame would like to talk to you about the payment then. And she kind of starts like moving back towards the door, starting to go downstairs.
Absolutely. Orpheus just like does not move. Looks down so defeated.
And do you go back downstairs then? Or do you stay in the room?
Orpheus is just going to walk right to the door frame and see if there's a place for him to hide anywhere, either in the hall or in the room.
So it's difficult because this worker is like looking at you. And not only that, like she's expecting you to come with her. But not only that, there are like 4 workers already in the room that are like getting ready. As well as like 3 other ones that are kind of going in and out, kind of carrying stuff in. And so there are a lot of people around you. And so you can still try. There are places to hide. There are other rooms. You can like duck into a hallway, but you are not alone, and you are kind of being watched right now.
Great. I didn't know she was waiting for me. I didn't piece that together. Orpheus is just gonna and starts walking out the door, I guess, to follow her down.
All right. So, in the meantime, Myrna, can I have you make, I'd say, performance checks as you're doing up Alistair and Bonzo?
Great. And then on top of that, I'm just like explaining, Booba, you're going to stand like this.
Can I give her like the help action through like my performance?
Yeah. What are you doing to help?
Yeah, with what?
Oh, I don't know. Well, she's doing me up, but I'm adding the sex, baby. I'm bringing in the sexy energy. I'm batting my eyes. I'm making sexy poses,
The wig is higher than the gods. Just fully ready.
Yes, me so pretty. Oh.
Performance, you said?
Yeah.
Both 12s.
Okay. Then Bonzo's dress and makeup is pretty nice, but you can still that like the hair comes through. It's like some, and she not necessarily like fully passing for like a worker here, but looking a little bit nicer than was a couple minutes ago. Do one for Alistair as well.
Alistair is a lot more unsure of the situation
as he's sipping his chicken noodle soup.
No, he's placed it off to the side. He's honestly not much of a soup person, so he didn't really even have any of it.
12! What is with this dice?
So, despite Myrna's best efforts, you guys are still looking
Ourselves.
Yourselves. You are looking like yourselves, just in fancier clothing and makeup.
Myrna does not see this. She thinks that they look perfect.
Me sexy. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Ooh, yes. And stand like, ooh, ooh.
Bonzo's squeezing his boobs together. Like, Lordling like this?
I think so.
Okay. And it is at that point that Sable enters the room as well.
Hey, listen, everybody, my gods.
And Bonzo's gonna give a thumbs up to Sable.
They have like the tackiest red lipstick on, and Alistair's is a little smudged and just bright blue eyeshadow.
Sable's gonna stop for a second and then just like press on.
All right. Now, Lordling is gonna be upstairs, all right? They're prepping the room, so when he gets here, you have to go in like you're going to service him. But then Orpheus and I will be hiding in the room, and we're all gonna pop out, and we're gonna grab him, and we're gonna make him give us the item, all right?
But you're right here.
I'm going back up.
Oh,
okay. How far we go before you stop? Me?
You don't-
Worried about that? Me think about that whole time.
You don't go at all, me boy.
Okay.
We just be grabbing him.
Okay.
As soon as we're alone in the room.
Okay, good.
Surely Orpheus is already in there hiding. All right? So we're already partially there.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm more so worried about starting to begin with. I mean, I don't have any experience working at a brothel.
Hey, I just told you, you don't need to start anything. As soon as you're in the room, we're gonna jump out. What is nobody understanding about the plan?
No, me understand.
Do ya?
Captain, Master.
Run it back to me.
Okay, so we go up. Me look sexy. Alistair look okay. And then Lordling come in. Then we go. Gotcha. No funny business.
All right, if you have questions, you ask Bonzo. All right? All right.
And Sable's gonna leave again and go back towards up to the room where she assumes Orpheus is.
As you leave the room, you see that Orpheus is now heading downstairs, and the worker that's with you, Orpheus, is moving over towards Madame Eurissa. He goes, Madame Eurissa, I've been told that the Lordling has a special request. And Eurissa goes, oh yes, and what is that? he goes, this gentleman here told me that he was an envoy of the lords and would like 4 particular workers. Maybe you know them. And she looks at you, Orpheus, and goes, what were they like again? And Eurissa looks at you and goes, I thought you were getting dressed.
Orpheus walks up to Eurissa. I'm more of just the guard and messenger.
Roll a deception check.
God damn it. A 7.
She says, this is not the Lord's first visit. I've seen his guards, I've seen his men. You are not one of them. And at this point, the doors kind of burst open, and you can see Empire Legion begin to enter the brothel.
Would we hear this?
You would hear like the door open, but Orpheus and Sable, you see the black and gold uniform of the Empirical guards, and you can see as 5 guards enter the brothel and start kind of like pushing patrons kind of out of the way and kind of surveying the inside of the brothel. And Madame Eurissa kind of straightens up a little bit, and she goes, I'll deal with you later, but for now just stay out of the way. And once the first floor of the brothel has been kind of secured by these guards, 2 more enter in through the doors. One is a massively tall Goliath, still smaller than the giant that's working here, but about the size of Alistair. And then another smaller, kind of more wily soldier as well, appears to be human, enters in. And then lastly, you see a kind of slender, short-haired, noble-looking man with fine liveries, again in like the black and gold of the Empire, but instead of wearing armor, his is just in like doublets and pants. And you can see that he does wear a ring on his hand, and it is of a crescent moon. And as all of these people enter, the rest of you in the kind of dressing area can hear different bits of shouting. The music stops. There's different like complaints from the patrons outside, and so you can tell that there's a sort of like kerfuffle happening outside. But those of you that are in the main room of the brothel, you see as the Goliath soldier goes up to Madame Eurissa and goes, "Is everything prepared?" She goes, "Yes, and I hope it is to your liking. Can we get our payment?" He kind of just grunts and not necessarily like pushes her out of the way, but very kind of forcefully pushes past her and escorts the Lordling up the stairs. And the Lordling is kind of like looking around somewhat derisively around the room, but still follows the 2 soldiers upstairs. The rest of the soldiers, kind of like the rank and file, are still in the bottom floor of the brothel, mostly just kind of like settling up to the bar or up to like one of the tables. A couple of the guards kind of push some of the patrons off the table and kind of occupy that one as they kind of watch the performance going on.
I push Bonzo and Alistair out the curtains, and I go, "Time to get moving."
I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure.
Okay, here we go. And Bonzo's gonna grab Alistair's hand and like start walking. He's gonna walk to Sable and Orpheus and be like, "Where we go?"
I don't know. Nobody is following the plan.
Well, it was a pretty terribly put together plan.
And what be the plan that you brought to the table?
It's at this point that the Lord is kind of getting back to the end of the room towards the bottom of the stairs with their 2 personal guards.
Mr. Lordling! Boop, boop, ba-doop, do-do-do. Little, sexy Lordling. Come here, handsome.
And I'm gonna pretend to be a patron and go, "Oh, but Booba, don't you leave me, sweetheart."
No, you stinky commoner. Me want sexy, strong Lordling.
Make a performance check.
Okay. Is there any sort of advantage or no? Yikes. Bro. Performance.
While this kerfuffle is happening, Sable's gonna try to slip up to the room past them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like point and then walk up to Eurissa. "Madam, are you okay?"
Make an insight check.
By the way, it was an 8. So.
Wait, don't you get advantage because you're a performer?
Yeah, well, that's what I was asking. Yeah.
Since you're a performer, yeah, you can roll it
From the
with it.
circus.
Let's see if it's a little bit better.
Sorry, we'll do
Roll
things
a
one at a
different
time. So we'll figure out your stuff. Sable, roll a stealth check, and then we'll get to that.
Nat 20!
Okay.
Locked in.
What was your second roll, Bonzo?
It was a 5.
5. Okay, so the Lordling like kind of looks at you somewhat down their nose and goes, "No, I don't think so." But they are distracted enough that Sable, without even any of the workers or without any of the guards seen, Sable, you are able to slip upstairs without being noticed. And the Lordling and their 2 guards that don't really like leave his shoulders start heading up the stairs. That
The
you
Lordling sees Alistair and is smitten.
If Alistair wants to make a performance check, he can.
Excuse me, Lord. May I interest you in some sugar plum soup?
Make a performance check.
I hope this works, but I'll also be so mad.
16?
What the hell, dude?
So the Lordling is like halfway up the banister and it has like his hand kind of delicately on the railing, and he's like looking down onto like the main floor, and you go, "Ooh, Lordling," and he looks at you, and you say the bit about the sugar plum soup. He goes, "Yes." He points a finger at you, Alistair, and goes, "That one." He turns his hand over and like kind of comes a come hither gesture with his fingers. "I'd like you to join me."
Don't you worry, Lordling. I have all the soup that you could ever possibly want.
He's a little bit confused by soup, but he kind of shrugs it off as like an innuendo that he just doesn't get. And so the 2 guards next to him kind of come up to you and kind of usher you up the stairs behind him as well. So Orpheus.
Myrna is so
said it was
proud.
I'm the pageant mom. Like, yay!
You said it was insight?
Yes.
Great. A mod 20.
Nice.
You see her face somewhat impassive as this entire situation has gone on. But when you ask her, like, "Are you all right?" her jaw tenses and her face becomes pretty tight. And you can tell that she's very uncomfortable by this situation. And she replies, "It will be. I'll feel a lot better once he's gone."
Does he ever pay you?
Sometimes. Never what we're owed.
What if my friends and I can try and get you the money that you're owed?
She looks at you a little bit more curiosity this time. "Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Your face seems familiar. If you could free us from him, I would be grateful. But if in any way this comes back down on the sugar plum, it wouldn't be worth it. Not with him."
I understand. I'll see what we can do without harming you, your establishment, or the reputation.
She kind of side-eyes you and goes, "You aren't really workers here, are you?
Was it that obvious?
You almost had me."
I guess it's my charm.
She smiles at you and she goes, "Good luck."
Thank you.
And she turns around to start kind of serving and pacifying some of the guards that are now like demanding drinks and food. But Alistair, you are now being escorted up by the Goliath and the human on either side of you, and the Lordling in front. And the Lordling is like kind of like stretching his arms up and goes, "It's my favorite time of the week. It's good to be back." And so you guys go up to the 3rd floor and back towards the last room on the floor towards the suite. And he kind of flings the door open and goes, "All right, time to get started. I'm hungry." And He moves over towards the table and starts eating the food, all the while kind of witnessing the different workers that are all like laying down or kind of posing in different seductive poses. And the 2 guards on either side of you take their places on the outside part of the door and kind of gesture you inside.
Is there any soup on the table?
There is a pot by the hearth of like an oyster stew.
Also, more of a meta question. Am I under the assumption that Sable is in the room hiding?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I am in there.
We didn't have 20 yet.
Well, I don't know if Alistair
in the
knows.
shadows of one of my hand axes.
With your nat 20, you can just decide where you are in the room, and at any time you can just pop out.
Nice.
But yeah, we'll
Under
just
the
assume that
covers.
you are somewhere in the room.
I like to think that like if there's like a bed or like a couch that one of the workers is laying on, I've somehow gotten myself underneath it, and I'm like sitting there with like my hand axe in my hand, laying under the bed. It's like both my hands, like up by my face, just like watching, waiting.
But yeah, Alistair, you are also now in the room.
All right, my liege, I can go ahead and get you some soup, and I make my way over to the kettle and pour him a bowl.
As you bring it to him, he goes to reach out for it, but his hand kind of brushes up against yours and kind of lands on top, and he holds it there for a second. He goes, I haven't seen you around here before.
I did just start today.
You're new.
Yes, I don't have much experience working at a brothel, but I assure you, I can make sure that your service is of quality.
His other hand grabs a bowl, and he kind of like Aragorn in Lord of the Rings, when Aragorn brings him the bowl of soup, he just brings it to his mouth, and the entire time he's looking into your eyes as he tilts the bowl of soup up, and he puts it down. I'm sure.
What? Okay, I don't think we clarified what Alistair is wearing.
Okay.
So I know, I'm guessing he has the thigh highs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd say little undies, like granny panty undies, and a mesh top. I don't think I tried boobs for Alistair. I think I just was like all in on Alistair's darkness.
Wait, so you
with
didn't go
mesh
with
top.
pants?
No,
It's just
thigh
bone
highs.
legs. Oh, thigh highs. That's right.
Yeah.
So like thigh high leathers, little panties, and a mesh top would be my
What
guess.
about, am I still wearing my hat?
I think you have a wig and then your hat.
Nice. Okay. Good to clarify.
And so he takes a sip from the soup and he puts it down and he goes, I've always liked them a little bit taller. I like to climb them like a tree. And so downstairs, what are you guys doing?
The whole table is like,
What plan? He not want me. He not want me. He want Alistair?
I'm gonna run over to them. Guys, we also have to get money from this lord to pay Madame Urissa.
add it to the list.
So if there's any way we can get him out safely without causing a ruckus and pay her what they're owed.
Okay.
Myrna, what if you and I use our invisibility powers to get him out and drop off the money?
Okay.
Me
Bonzo, you be a distraction. You perform.
me have plan. Me go outside of window, right? Me say, Lordling, me need you in life. And me sing for him. He come down, he in love with me. Me take him to my place, and then we kill him. Good plan?
Bonzo, I think that's a horrible plan.
What? Why?
We don't want to kill him.
Just cut off his wiener.
Okay, what want me do then?
What if we go get him, you cause a distraction by singing, perform, and then we can grab him and get him out without anyone noticing?
Okay, me can do. Born to do this.
That's right, you are.
And then Myrna's just gonna make herself invisible. I thought that was the plan. Is that not the plan?
We still need his item, which I think is his penis.
I think it's his ring.
Oh.
Do whatever you want with his penis.
Okay, and boom, I'm invisible, and I go upstairs.
And I follow.
Okay. Since you are still visible, the two of you head upstairs and pass the second floor onto the third floor. And you go back to where you were before, Orpheus, when you were talking to the worker. And you can see, like, peeking around the corner now, that the two guards that had accompanied him upstairs are now standing guard outside the room. And the door is now currently closed. Bonzo, you are heading outside?
No. No, that plan was shot down. No, Bonzo is gonna go upstairs and like go up the stairs, and in the part of like the hallway, that corner where it's like the guards can see me, I'm just gonna like lay up against it with like my arms up, just looking at them seductively.
What are you trying to get them to do?
I'm trying to seduce them and make them follow me.
Okay.
I imagine you're singing like a sea shanty, trying to be like the mermaid.
I'm also thinking like Bugs Bunny, like around the corner. Make a charisma check.
Okay. Jeez Louise. Not horrible. 14?
So you can see that they're a little bit interested, but not enough to move from their post. You can tell that if these two are left outside guarding the door, that they might be a little bit more on like the Lord's payroll and a little bit higher up than the rest of the guards.
What's the matter? Afraid Lordling get mad? You big, scared of little man? And you, studded armor. Ooh, you stud. Why are you scared of little man? Just come with me. Come on.
The Goliath turns his head and looks at you and goes, "He doesn't pay us to leave our post."
Oh, I could make it work worth your while.
Make another persuasion check. And you guys are just watching him do this.
Trying to wait for an opening.
That's going to be a mod 20.
Nice.
And I could make it worth your while. And he's just going to like do a drop squat and like gyrate his hips. Yes.
So the Goliath kind of looks at you in disgust, but the man next to him kind of looks over and goes, "I mean, it can't be any harm. I mean, he just got here. He's gonna be here for a while, Ogred. What's the harm?" And he's gonna start moving. The human is gonna start moving towards you.
Ooh, see? He's not scared, but you, big man, you scared. You just scared. You little.
Getting way into it.
It's the goofiest
And so-
episode ever.
Need to prove yourself.
The human is starting to get closer to you from his place down the hall, almost to the point where he's going to round the corner where the rest of you are. Since you are all are kind of peeking around the same corner, he's about to cross that corner and see you all.
Wait,
He's probably like 5 feet away.
aren't they?
She's invisible. I'm not.
Oh, you're not.
Bonzo's leading them straight to the rest of them.
Wait. Let's go to private room. Let's go down the hall that way.
Okay, so you start leading him down the hall.
We need privacy.
And with that, the human kind of nods his head and kind of grins a little bit. He goes, "I think so." And roll a performance check, because if he looks to the right, he will see Orpheus. And so you're going to try to keep his
You get
attention.
advantage
Oh, I get advantage.
for performance. For
All right, that's going to be a mod. Performance? Mod 20.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank God. It was about to be a 3.
So you start leading them down into a kind of smaller private room. And Orpheus and Myrna, you see as this human crosses the hall in front of you, kind of like a Scooby-Doo-esque moment where you guys are like up against the wall and you see as he just kind of crosses in front of you following Bonzo. He doesn't look to the side at all, so he doesn't see you, but you hear him going further down the hall into the room.
And then the other guard is still there.
Yes.
I'm going to peer around the corner. Shit.
As Myrna, as invisible myself, I'm going to go down the hallway and just start making a bunch of thudding noise and like jumping up and down and stuff. So he's like, what's that noise coming from down the hallway? But I'm invisible.
Like where Bonzo was, or like
just
near
trying to get him away from the door. Is there like a way that I can go get him away but not have him cross where we are?
It would be kind of closer. So essentially, like he's down the hall, like 20 feet down the hall. You guys are on like a cross section, and so Bonzo went the other way, about like 15 feet down the hall. But so you could either go to the closer part, the further away part where Bonzo was, or around the corner where you guys are right now.
I want to make it so that he has to turn away from Orpheus.
Okay, so that would be all the way past where the guard is.
Yeah.
Like kind of like towards where the window is.
Got it. So I'm gonna go by the window and just start making a bunch of noise and like banging on the walls and stuff.
Okay. Make a performance check.
15. Trying to make an opening for Orpheus to.
With a 15, he's gonna kind of turn to the right and start investigating over where you are. Not hearing anything, his eyes are gonna narrow and his eyebrows are gonna furrow, and he's going to unsheath his greatsword and kind of start sweeping it around the hallway. And so he's going to make an investigation check. He's kind of waving it around at about the height that a human would be at. But since you are smaller, that sword just goes right over your head a couple times. And you're invisible as he's like standing over top of you right now. He can't see you, but he's trying to figure out where you are. Orpheus, what are you doing?
Looking around. By this point, I assume I have an opening.
He's currently looking away from you right now.
Okay.
But for how long, you don't know.
I'm going to try to dart up to the door and slide in as unnoticed as possible.
Make a stealth check.
A 10.
Jeez Louise. So Orpheus, you go up to the door, and as the guard is still kind of searching around that hallway, you subtly creep up to the door. He hasn't noticed you yet, but as you go to open it, the latch just kind of slides and clanks real hard. And you go to open the door, but at that point, the guard turns, looks at you and goes, "What do you think you're doing?" And from inside the room, you can see that Alistair is currently across from the Lordling. And at this point, we are going to roll initiative as the guard is...
Before we roll initiative,
Yes.
can I cast Prestidigitation?
Okay.
I want to blow out all of the lights in the room and have a sort of a breezy chill come into the room.
Okay. For that, then we'll roll initiative, but I will give you guys a surprise round. And so you guys are going to be able to go first. However, one of the guards, the one in the room with Bonzo, does have the alert ability, so he is not going to be surprised, and so he's going to be able to go in the first round. The other one, however, is not. And so the initiative order is going to start with Sable, Alistair, and then Bonzo, Orpheus, Myrna, and then Hessam, the guard in the room with Bonzo, and then Ogrid, the one next to Orpheus and Myrna. And so, Sable, you are the first to react. The lights just went out in the room around you. And so, where are you hiding?
Sable's under the bed, where one of the workers is sprawled out, kind of like very close to where Alistair and the Lordling are.
Yes, and so right now, the Lordling, as well as all the workers, are looking around and like crying out in confusion, not really understanding what's going on. But yeah, you are able to see Alistair as well as the Lordling. And the last thing that you saw before the lights went out is the door start to open.
I think Sable, for her turn, is gonna try to grab the Lordling.
Okay. Make a grapple check. So roll strength.
You're joking. It was a nat 20.
It was a nat 20.
What the?
Okay. Yeah, so you pop out of the bed, and then you run at the Lordling and grab onto him, and he just goes down like a bag of wet paper towels, and he goes, "Oh, get your hands off me! Get off me! Guards! Protect your prince!"
Nobody move! Give me your item, boy! Where is it?
What item? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm here on behalf of Sunny from the Flooded Flagon. Give me your item.
So you can't see him because the lights are out, but you can feel his body tense up at the sound of Sunny's name. He goes, I don't know what you're talking about.
Sable's gonna hold her hand axe to his throat and be like,
I don't buy that for some reason. They told me that you'd know exactly what we were talking about.
Make an intimidation check.
not a nat 20. 10.
He's just gonna yell out, goes, "Guards, get in here!" And so that would be, the grapple was your action, and so you have a bonus action if you want.
I will rage.
And so then it is going to be Alistair, your turn.
Cool. So I'm right by the door. I would like to close it, just a little bit that it's open so far. And is there a way for me to bar it closed using my shovel?
I'd say that there would be a latch that you can kind of jam your shovel in there.
Perfect.
We will be foregoing combat.
Once I
half your party out.
but I locked the guard out. Now we have privacy with this guy, so we can interrogate him a little bit. So I'm gonna turn around with my lantern out, holding it out, and I'm gonna crouch down towards him. I'm gonna say, "You have something we need."
Please, just let me go. I'll pay you.
You'll do plenty more than pay us.
Yeah, just let me go. Let me go.
I think Alistair looks at Sable and shakes his head now.
Sable tightens her grip.
Okay. Are you going to do anything to him?
I would like to just kind of gently press the lantern against his face.
Do you roll your lantern damage?
Yeah. 7.
He's dead.
He had 2 HP.
So you press your lantern against his face, but your emotions cause your lantern kind of swell up with the fire inside, and so you can hear the sizzling of his skin as your lantern leaves an imprint against his face. He starts screaming out. He goes, no! Roll an intimidation check with advantage.
16.
He goes, "Oh, I'll give you what you want. Just let me go, guards!" But you can see that he is currently trying to reach into his pocket. But that is your turn.
Yeah.
Bonzo, you are now in the room with the guard that you kind of seductively led into a private room.
Yeah.
But with all this commotion going on, you see as his eyes start to narrow at you, and he goes, "What did you do?" And he starts reaching for the door.
Bonzo is going to rage, rip off his wig, and go, "Not so fast!" And he's gonna attack.
All right, make your attack rolls.
That is going to be a 19.
That hits.
So that's gonna be 11.
11 points of damage. And so you swipe at him and you cut into his kind of leather studded armor, and he cries out in pain. You still have multiple attacks, right?
But I just raged. So, oh wait, that's right.
Yeah, you guys leveled up. You guys have 2 attacks now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna attack him
world
again.
just opened
I'm gonna attack him again. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, fuck
oh,
yeah.
you're done, bro. I don't think so. It's gonna be an 11.
That does not hit. So you take him off guard with the first swipe, but now that he knows that you're a threat, he's able to dodge the second. And so it is now Orpheus, your turn.
I am going to attack this guard. I'd like to use Guiding Bolt.
You can make an attack roll.
That is going to be a 6.
That does not hit. So he's like starting to move his greatsword around, and because you have to duck out of the way, your guiding bolt flies over his right shoulder. You do still have a bonus action.
Can I try and hit him with my staff?
You could hit him with your offhand scimitar, but to hit him with your staff would be another action.
I'll do that.
All right, so make an attack roll with your offhand scimitar.
That is going to be a 10.
That unfortunately does not hit. And so you cast Guiding Bolt, it goes over his right shoulder, and you take a swing at him with your scimitar, but it just pings against his armor, and he looks down at you and back up. Myrna, it is your turn.
Okay, so first I'm gonna go to hopefully get Wart to come back upstairs and join us. And then I want to, first of all, can I try to grapple him and tie him? Just like jump on his back, spider monkey, and like hold his arms back?
Wait, are you still invisible as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's several times larger than you. But since you are hidden, I'd say that you can make that roll with advantage, but he is a massive person.
So what would I be doing? Like
It'd be a
acrobatics? Because I'm trying to like get his hands behind him and tie it together.
You could roll acrobatics, athletics, or strength, depending on what you're doing. But he's going to roll opposing with strength.
Okay.
With advantage?
Do I get advantage?
Yeah, because you're invisible.
I was gonna be
But
3.
this is your last action before you become visible again.
It's up to an hour.
Yeah, but once you like attack something or like create an action, your invisibility drops. So he rolled a 9.
I got a 14.
A 14? Let's go. Okay, so his arms are about like the length of your body, but you like jump up and latch both your legs and your arms around his wrists, and so you're kind of not like holding him down, but you're impeding his arms.
And then with my second action, because Battlesmith Artificers have 2 attacks, can I tie it with rope?
Yes, make a sleight of hand check.
Jesus. 7.
Okay, so you are able to impede his arms together, but you're just quite not able to tie them together.
I'll just hold them there.
Then it is going to be Hessam's turn, the guard that's in the room with Bonzo. And so he's going to take out 2 short swords and kind of twirl them around, and he's going to multi-attack at you. And so his first attack is a 22.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Second attack, 23.
Yeah, that hits.
And then since he's got an offhand attack, he'll use his bonus action. That one is a 16.
Yeah, that meets it.
So with all 3 attacks, he's gonna swipe at you once with both of his arms, and then do a kind of like flick of his wrist, and he's gonna cut you for 25 points of damage. That is halved because you're enraged.
That's so much damage.
And then with that, he's gonna call out. He's gonna go, "Ogred, what's going on?" And he's going to start moving down the hall. And so you are gonna get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
But he's gonna start moving down the hall, and he's gonna get about halfway.
Get him, Bonzo.
No, that's not gonna do it. It's gonna be an 11.
All right.
Get back here!
And then since Ogred is surprised, he's not going to be able to go this round, so it's going to be at the top of the initiative order, starting with Sable.
Well, Sable's still in the locked room with Alistair and the Lordling. So Sable's going to take one of the Lordling's arms and try to break it and say, "Tell us where the item is."
Make a strength check.
26.
Yep, that arm just breaks, and you can hear the snap in your hands. And he goes, "All right, it's in the vault, it's in the bank. We have a PO box."
What's the number?
There's a key. It's a key.
The PO box?
Yeah, it's locked.
Where's the key?
It's in my pocket. I was gonna get it.
All right, Alistair, check his pockets. I don't want to let him go. So
it is. I mean, Alistair's turn.
Yeah, right. You're next.
Yeah, your turn. Yeah. Okay. I'll grab the key from his pockets.
Yeah. And it's like a old kind of like iron key.
Is there anything else in his pockets?
Yeah. I mean, there's a heavy gold pouch, a pouch with gold in it, not like gold itself. There's like a kind of sleek, like small dagger and an ornate hilt. as well as just like different rings on his hands.
I'm gonna take the gold as well.
Okay.
For our troubles. And then what would that classify as, like, bonus action?
I'd say that it would be a bonus action of just like searching the body.
Okay. I would like to now stand back up and remove my shovel from the door, hearing a commotion outside, and kick the doors open.
Okay. You kick the doors open to a mass of metal as there is a Goliath in front of you, and behind him, like on his arms, you see the form of Myrna kind of like hugging his arms together.
All right, we got what we came here for. You guys... Oh, you guys are busy, huh? Do I still have an action? I don't know if kicking the door down. Okay. How close would you say I am to the Goliath?
I'd say I'd give you the option if you wanted to like swing the door open, you could be at like 10 feet away, or you could be like in melee range if you just like open the door and stand in the doorway.
Let's go with the 10 feet away. I'm gonna kind of back up, and from my lantern, I pull like magical essence and shoot an Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay, make your attack rolls. Because now that you are level 6, you have multiple Eldritch Blasts.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
All right, that hits.
That's a 3.
And then you have another Eldritch Blast as well, right?
Yep. And that one for that one.
So your first Eldritch Blast hits him like square in the chest, and he kind of implodes a little bit, and he grunts. But the second one hits part of the door frame and sends splinters off towards Myrna. Myrna, make a dexterity check to just see if you stay on his arms.
12.
12. All right, so with the impact of the second Eldritch Blast, there's shrapnel that kind of comes at you, and you go to shield your face, but because of doing so, you lose your grip on the guard. And so you just kind of like land back standing up on the ground.
Oh, shit. Are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Orpheus, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to unleash Flame Blade and attack again.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
7.
That is not going to do it, unfortunately.
I'm so bad.
Has Orpheus hit a single attack this campaign?
He killed one of the guards on the ship.
Yes,
during our
that's
last
right.
combat.
That's right.
It just took forever. Listeners, I just roll really poorly.
He's a lover,
It's
not a
just part of the
fighter.
D&D.
Yeah, it's all that poetry.
But yeah, Flame Blade is the bonus action, and that would be your action, and so that is the end of your turn. And so it is now Myrna, your turn.
Myrna is she's gonna go ahead and look at Alistair, be like, bro, I was cooking. And she's gonna just try to, so now I'm invisible, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So she wants to go, if we've got what we've come from, let's just leave. So I'm just gonna start running away.
I will also say that Wart has now flown back upstairs to you now, so you do have Wart as well.
Okay.
But if you do start running away, he is going to get an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah, that's okay. Wart gives disadvantage.
He does.
Yes.
Okay. Then in that case, the guard in the heavy armor is going to make an attack roll on you. First one is 17, second one is 9. So even with disadvantage, he rolled an 18.
Okay, that hits.
And so with his greatsword, he swings it around and brings it down with such great force it kind of embeds into the floorboards as well. But you take 17 points of damage as the impact just slams into the floorboards. Do you have any other actions or anything that you'd like to do?
I just want to dash.
You want to dash and just get further away?
Yeah. Say, all right, guys, let's head on out.
Then at that point, it is Hessam's turn. Hessam is going to see one of you trying to escape, and he's going to follow and make a bonus action offhand attack at you.
He hits disadvantage. Wart.
With disadvantage, that's not going to hit, but he is also going to try to grapple you and pin you to the ground. And so I need you to roll a strength check or an acrobatics check to try to slip through his hold.
Slip through his hole.
Hold.
Oh, okay.
Slipped through his hole. Not that small.
We are in brothel
Not
here.
that small.
He rolled an 11.
I got a 19.
Okay, so you just go right underneath his arms. However, Ogrid, the one in heavy armor, he's going to look inside the room and see Sable over top of the Lordling, and he's going to roar out in rage and then charge towards Sable to make an attack roll on her. So Orpheus and Alistair, you guys both get attacks of opportunity.
Got it.
Come on.
10.
14.
So you both take swipes at the guard as he charges forward, but neither one of you are able to penetrate his heavy armor. And so, Sable, you see as a massive wall of iron charges at you and makes 2 attack rolls. One's a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
The other, again, is a 19.
Okay, yeah, that hits too.
And so with his great sword, you are enraged, so this is going to be at half damage.
Hey, it's enough.
That's enough rolls, all right?
So you're going to take 20 points of slashing damage as the greatsword comes down upon you. But not only that, you take 20 points of slashing damage, halved down to 10. You see that on the way down, it starts to glow with a radiant light. And he's going to cast Divine Smite. And so you're going to take 2d8 extra points of radiant damage, which I rolled 1 for both of the damage dice, so you only take 2 points of radiant damage. But you take the full effect of the radiant. And then it is now back at the top of the initiative order with Sable.
All right, Sable's gonna turn right back around and hit this guy with her
All right.
great axe.
Make your attack rolls.
17.
Okay, that hits.
Yes. That first one's gonna be 6 damage.
Okay.
And then Sable's gonna take her extra attack. 20, I'm on 20.
All right, that hits.
And then I'm gonna bonus action Frenzy, which, according to the updated 5e rules, means that I deal a number of d6s equal to my rage damage bonus, which I believe is +2.
I think your rage damage bonus is now +3.
Is it +3?
Yeah.
Sick. Another one. 14. For the record, I just rolled a d12 and 3 d6s, and it all added up to 14.
And so you take your axe and you slam it down, and you actually embed your axe pretty sizably into his armor, like down into his shoulder, and he like grabs the like part of the hilt and pushes it off. It is now going to be Alistair, your turn.
I'm going to cast command on the guard that is closest to Myrna. And I'm going to use the drop command.
Okay. And so that's a saving throw?
Yes.
He rolled a 9, so he fails. And so, do you want him to drop and like lie down, or are you trying to get him to drop his weapons?
I want him to like drop Family Guy style, just like like straight to the ground.
Yeah, so he is currently now prone, so he's going to be lying down for the next turn. So, do you have any bonus actions that you'd like to use?
Yeah, I can. I'm gonna kind of step back into the room right behind the Goliath and whack him with my lantern.
Make an attack roll?
The classic move.
I think are you flanking?
Yeah, we'd say so.
Yeah.
So make it with advantage.
Yeah.
That is a 19.
So deal your damage. Does that hit?
6.
All right, so you take 6 points of damage as the lantern's flame kind of burns some ashes into him. And then it is now Orpheus, your turn. Or no, sorry, Bonzo. It is Bonzo's turn, and then it'll be Orpheus.
Great. All right. Now Bonzo is very angry. He's in an animalistic rage. He's gonna run out into the hallway, and he's gonna see the guard laying there, and he's just gonna jump at him and claw at him.
All right, so since he's already laying down, I'll say that you can just grapple him without like making an action. And so make your attacks with advantage.
23.
Hits.
9.
So he takes 9 points of damage as you start swiping your claws into his body. You can make your other attacks as well if you
I'm gonna
like.
attack him again. Not nice to hit lady. Okay. Yeah, 19 plus 6, 25. Let's see if the other roll's better. It's not. That would just be a 9, so yeah.
A 19?
No, 26.
Oh, 20. Okay, then that hits. And so you can roll your damage on that one.
All right. It's going to be 10.
So he takes 10 more points of damage as you bring another blow upon him. And then you do have your other hand. Do you want to use a bonus action?
Yeah, I'm going to bonus action again and hit him. That's going to be 17.
17 just hits, so you can roll your damage on the third attack as well.
That's going to be 10 again.
You just like fall upon him and start like slashing your claws into his chest, and with each one you see as more and more of his armor starts to fall away and peel away, and blood just starts pouring up out of his chest. And so Orpheus, it is now your turn, and then Myrna, you're after him.
Do I have a clear shot of Ogren?
Ogren, the heavy armor one that's in the room with Sable and Alistair?
Yeah, or is like Alistair blocking?
No, I'd say that you could get a shot off at him.
Great. I want to try and attack with Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
We got a 16.
16 just hits. So that one hits, so you can roll your damage.
Yes, baby.
And then the next attack roll, on that guard will be at advantage.
16.
All right, so you summon the radiant light into your hands and send it hurtling at that guard, and you can see as the radiant light disappears and burns a hole through his back, and you can see the exposed skin of the Goliath like underneath, and it's starting to burn. He cries out in pain, and then it is unless you have a bonus action that you'd like to use.
No.
All right, then it is Myrna, your turn.
I'm gonna take out my crossbow and I'm gonna fire at the one that's lying down.
All right. Since he's lying down, you get advantage, and so roll it with advantage.
23.
23 hits.
Okay. Math is hard. 14.
And so you see, as you shoot your crossbow, it just embeds itself into the bicep of the guard and like pins it into the floorboards below. You have a second attack?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna do the same thing.
Get the other arm.
The other arm.
So I got 18.
18 hits.
8.
And so that one embeds itself into the other side's shoulder, but doesn't quite pin it into the ground. It is then going to be the one that you just shot at, that guard's turn. And so he's going to try to push Bonzo off of him. And so Bonzo, you can roll a acrobatics or strength check.
That's not happening for him. That's going to be a 25. Unless he's super strong.
And so he failed. And so he's still going to be pinned, but he's still going to try to attack you while you're on top of him. It's just going to be at disadvantage. So the first one is not going to hit. Second one got a 12.
No.
Okay, and then his offhand's not going to hit either. And so you are on top of him, and he's like trying to take stabs at you and take swipes at you, but you are each time able to just kind of narrowly avoid the blades. However, Ogren, the one in heavy armor that's in the room, is going to take his 2 attacks and going to spread it, one at Alistair and then one at Sable.
I forgot to mention this explicitly last round, but my attack was a reckless attack in order to use frenzy, so I have disadvantage, I guess.
Gotcha. Okay, so he's going to roll with advantage on you.
Yeah.
So the natural roll was a 17, and he's got a +9, so that's going to be 26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So you take 11 points of slashing damage, so rounded down it's going to be 6. But he is again going to cast Divine Smite on that attack, this time at level 2. And so you take an additional 18 points of radiant damage.
18!
As the sword impacts against you. He's now going to use his second attack to make an attack roll at Alistair. That one is going to be a 22.
That hits. There it is.
He's going to cast Divine Smite at the first level on you. So you take 13 points of slashing damage, and then another 13 points of radiant damage.
All right. I would like to reduce one of those with Stone Endurance.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's a 1d12. 11.
Let's go.
So you take the 26 points of damage and you reduce it down to 15.
Nice.
The workers of the room are gonna like kind of cry out and try to get out of the room and start like running down the hall. And so they are currently trying to
Get 'em.
Yeah. Well, they were just locked in the room with you guys, witnessing this happen.
Well, we're breaking his arms.
And so now that the door is open, they're gonna try to like get out of the room. But we are at the top of the initiative order. The princeling is kind of like crawling underneath the table, trying to like hide himself away. But Sable, it is your turn.
He can do whatever he wants. I don't care. I've got his key. So I'm gonna take a reckless attack on the Ogden.
Ogrid.
Ogren. I'm gonna take a reckless attack on Ogren. I mean, yeah, the first one was a mod 20,
Hits.
and I'll frenzy with that. 17 damage, and then I'll use my extra attack to attack again. 17.
17 just hits, yeah.
Yeah. 11.
So you take your great axe and you take 2 swipes at Ogren, and you see as almost like a can opener, your axe embeds itself into the armor and starts to chip away at it. You can see that he is now heavily bleeding from these wounds, but he is still standing. So do you have any movement that you'd like to use?
No, she's probably just gonna keep going at it with this guy. I mean, if I go anywhere, he's gonna get an opportunity attack anyway, so...
So then Alistair, is going to be your turn.
I would like to. Alistair is going to take one of his gloves off and place his hand on his lantern. It's going to sort of fuel his hand, and he's going to sort of catch fire. So I would like to cast Burning Hands on the Goliath.
All right.
That's going to be a dexterity saving throw for him.
And dexterity is not his thing.
That is such great news.
So he's going to get an 8. So I believe it fails.
That
and so he
fails.
takes the full damage.
Perfect. 8.
8.
Yep.
So you see as the armor starts to turn white against the flames of your hands, and you can smell the burning flesh as he's cooked inside of his armor, and it just gets more and more, and his skin starts to blacken, and then he falls to his knees first before landing face first into the ground.
Perfect. I'm gonna lean down into his face. His previous face, what once he was a face, and I'm gonna say, "Now you sleep eternally." And then I'm going to stomp my boot, my thigh highs into his head, crushing it into powder.
Nice.
Bonzo, your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to kill this guy. Bonzo's just so angry, the pain he's in, thinking about how the Lordling thinks Alistair's hotter than me. You know? He's not gonna take it. He's so angry right now. And he's gonna go full chimp. He's gonna attack.
Make your attack. So.
That's gonna be a mod 20 on the first one, because he's still on the ground. Mod 20.
All right, that hits.
All right. That's going to be an 8.
So the first impact slashes across his face and leaves like deep gashes into his cheek.
Second attack.
He's not dead yet.
He's not dead yet? Well, guess what? You know what? You learn final lesson. And Bonzo's gonna go real full chimp and try to rip off his genitals. Me know what you want to do with me. That one's gonna be 15. Let's see what the other one is. That's gonna be a 25.
Okay, the second one hits.
Okay. That's going to be a 9.
All right, so you take your claws and you're able to grasp onto his genitals and kind of cut deep into it. You have one more attack, right?
Yeah, I do.
You want to bring it home?
Yeah, I'll bring it home.
God, castration without representation.
Nat 20! Let's rip it off! So that's,
Rip it off.
that's a
Rip
crit.
it off. Rip it off.
So
Rip it off.
it's so for a crit, it's
Double damage.
20. So 40. Yo! 40 damage?
You did not need to do that.
I did not need to do 40 damage to his coin.
But he earned it.
But
Did I pull his spine out as well?
what do you do?
Attached to his nuts.
Everyone knows that the balls are attached to the spine.
Oh God!
Obviously, pee stored in the spine.
Yeah, he's just gonna grab as much as he can and just rip, and whatever comes out, comes out.
And so with a agonizing cry of pain, the last guard falls silent.
I want to look at Bonzo, and I'm going to say, nice job. Go do that to the Lord.
Me. He regret not like me.
Yeah!
And yeah, I guess that's the end of my turn, but Bonzo will head that way.
Are we still in combat, right?
We are not still in combat. We are no longer in initiative.
Oh, yeah.
And so the room falls silent. The workers have all now scrambled downstairs.
Yeah. I would like to grab the Lordling's leg, like grab him by the ankle and drag him out into the hallway.
Okay, he's like struggling against you. Like, go, no, please, let me go.
And as I drag him out of the hallway, he sees Bonzo just holding the nuts of his card.
Being like, there he is.
No, please, let me go. I'll pay you. I'll give you whatever you want.
Bonzo doesn't know anything that happened because he was in the room, so he doesn't. I'm assuming he doesn't know anything that was happening. So give us what want, or me take your thingy. See this?
I gave them what they wanted. Just please let me go.
Oh. And Bonzo's gonna look at Sable and go, we have what need?
At this point, Sable will come out of the room holding the key.
Go, aye, we've got what we came here for. Do what you like with the boy. It makes no difference to me.
We're not done with him. We're bringing him to the bank with us.
Okay. And Bonzo's just gonna smack the Lordling with his guards stuff and go, come on.
His face turns a little bit more sour as you do that. He goes, my grandfather will kill you all.
Okay. Whatever you say. Me just slap you with guards' private parts.
I'm gonna look behind me at Orpheus. Orpheus, there is a knife in his pocket as well, and that's not an innuendo. Would you kindly take that out?
Absolutely. I'm going to go over, take out the knife, lean in close to his face. And you still owe them money here. We expect you to pay them back.
Oh, don't you worry. I got that for you. And I'm going to hold out the gold sack that I already pickpocketed from it. I'll hand it to Orpheus.
And so the dagger that he's carrying with him is the dagger of venom. It's a magic weapon. As you're getting close to him, Orpheus, roll a history check as your eyes glance upon the ring.
2.
Yeah. You recognize it as the ring that you guys were like that identified your target, but you don't know the significance behind it.
All right, down we go. And I'm going to drag him by his ankle down the stairs with his head just hitting every step down.
And so as you drag him downstairs, he kind of leaves a minor blood trail behind him. And you find that the main room of the brothel is in a little bit of disarray and chaos. You can see that the elderly giant that accompanied the madam is sitting on 3 different guards, as well as 2 more guards are like lying in shattered tables around the room. But the madam looks at you dragging the lordling down the stairs, and she goes, "What did you do to him?"
His arms like flopping.
Yeah, his arm's at like an obscene angle.
Don't you worry, we'll take good care of him. We got what we needed, and we got what you needed.
Yes, but he won't want to stay here, and you should figure out what you're going to do with him quickly, because they're going to be coming for you.
Oh, don't worry. We have no intention of staying here very long. We've got things to do.
I'm going to hand her the bag of money. Sorry, we couldn't handle this more discreetly for you.
Do you know who that is, right?
No. Which way to bank?
She kind of like points out the brothel and like down the street, and she goes, "You've officially made yourselves enemies of the Empire."
Oh. Well, not big deal. Already enemies.
Already enemies?
Yes. Me not. Pupata Peppa. Me. Bonzo!
She goes, "I assume that you weren't Boop Peppa, but you're Bonzo from the circus, right?"
Yes, that me.
She looks at your bloody hands.
Are you still holding a penis?
No, I think I just kind of like, slapped him in the face and dropped it.
And looking back at the Lordling, she goes, "You have to take him far away from here. You can't keep him here."
Okay.
What, is he just royalty, or is he super lordling? What?
And she looks at me and goes, "That's Hector Morven, the grandson of Ricktail Morven, the Emperor of Awenor."
Pleasure doing business with ya. And she's gonna twirl her key and just kind of start to walk on out.
You can take this as our formal resignation. We would like to no longer serve soup here. And I'm going to drag him out the door.
Did you think that's what this was the whole time?
Alistair,
Is it not?
no, a brothel has nothing to do with soup.
Alistair. Me, chimp. Me even know what brothel is. Talk about later.
Alistair's gonna look at Myrna. I swear that's what it was.
Captain, should we take him to the ship? Or to Sunny?
No, to bank. Nobody listen to Captain Master. Why me, second mate?
Aye, the boy's right. To the bank.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to this week's journey. Follow our socials at Rivers of Confluence and find us at riversofconfluence.com. Sound design and editing brought to you by Spit It Out Audio. For extra content and early access, find us on Patreon.
Next week in Awenor.
What's the plan, y'all?
I say we kill him.
I see the vault in there.
Somebody find Bonzo.
Girl to girl, he satisfy you?
You're just a small chimp in a big city.
We're not gonna blow up another building with this thing, are we?
Do you know what you're playing with here?
The gods are already coming.
Nothing good can come of it, Sonny.
Seen you both so proudly with a shout that raised the dead.
I've seen you sing so loudly with a voice as true as lead.
If I'd fallen down a well, I could never lose my hope.
I will be there right behind you with some ale and a rope.
I've seen you do the impossible. You've escaped the jaws of death.
I've seen you lose your greatest love and smile as you wept.
When villains call your name, you never stand back in fear. I could fight 100 legions as long as you are here.
We will run to the blazing sun. We will drink to the pirate sea. We will travel through hell with the hand we've been dealt. In fate's grace, lottery. We will tread through the deepest snow. We will sing till the morning glow. We may win, we may lose, but there's nothing else we choose. 'Cause fighting on is all we know. Yes, fighting on is all we know.
can take this as our formal recognition. Scene.